China's leader, Xi Jinping, recently vowed to build his military into a Great Wall of Steel and doubled down on his pledge to, quote, reunify Taiwan with mainland China. With tensions running high, both China and the West, which backs Taiwan, are vying for the technological edge in the event of an actual conflict. So news of Australia getting its own fleet of advanced nuclear-powered submarines from the United States didn't exactly go down well in Beijing.
Welcome to Technality. I'm Alex Melki, and here is everything that you need to know about Australia's subs.
On September 15, 2021, an agreement was settled between the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. The three countries decided to band together like a political megazord under one name, AUKUS, a pact aimed at countering the growing military strength of China in the Indo-Pacific region.
But this is nothing new. The mood between China and its neighbors backed by the West has been getting dark for a while now.
For starters, you just have to look at a map. China claims most of the South China Sea, an area known as the Nine-Dash Line. This massive piece of maritime real estate clashes with the territorial claims of Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Vietnam, and of course Taiwan. Then there's the entire world economy, which relies on shipping, by far the cheapest way to get goods from one end of the globe to the other. And a massive amount of goods are currently floating on the South China Sea. Western nations have sent aircraft carriers, warships, and fighter jets to ensure freedom of navigation and prevent pirate attacks. Not a welcome sight from China's perspective. And then there's all the other flashpoints with the US. The recent spy balloon fiasco, the war in Ukraine, cybersecurity concerns, TikTok, Huawei, and on and on. Things are so tense that one American Air Force general predicted that the US will be at war with China by 2025. These are the waters Australia's new subs will be wading into. 6 countries in the world had access to nuclear-powered submarines. As the AUKUS Pact continues, Australia will join the US, Russia, China, the UK, France, and India as the 7th. Interestingly, under this $368 billion pact, the US and UK will be sharing private government intel with their Australian ally, namely artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, long-range strike systems, and nuclear technology. The US hasn't been this generous with nuclear tech in over 60 years, when it helped the UK become a nuclear power.
But what is it about nuclear-powered submarines that has China so shook about this deal going through?
For starters, they run on a nuclear reactor, which, aside from offering a constant flow of energy, has the added benefit of providing the submarine's passengers with a constant flow of fresh drinking water and oxygen. This combination means that a single nuclear sub can stay submerged deep below the surface for months at a time, travel long distances undetected, all while gathering intelligence from the depths. Add to that an ability to store massive amounts of firepower, and these sneaky waterbound ninjas are the perfect weapon for a surprise attack. Now, using what basic information we have about the United States' current fleet of submarines, we can make an educated guess as to what Australia is about to get. A Virginia-class model, measuring up to 460 feet long. They're faster, quieter, and go farther than the competition. Under this new deal, Australia will get up to 5 US nuclear subs, with more planned down the road once a new submarine is designed.
But there is one very interesting thing that makes this nuclear-powered sub different from the rest.
Despite the fact that Australia holds the largest reserve of uranium in the world, which is a main ingredient in nuclear bombs, the country has declared themselves a nuclear-free nation, at least as far as weapons go. No one said anything about propulsion.
So you could probably start piecing together why China isn't exactly thrilled about AUKUS.
China has called the plan a blatant act that constitutes serious nuclear proliferation risks, undermining the international non-proliferation system while fueling the arms race, hurting peace and stability in the region. James Acton, co-director of the Nuclear Policy Program at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, fears that other countries may use AUKUS as a precedent for removing nuclear fuel from safeguards. Only time will truly tell what impact AUKUS will have on global politics. But what do you think? Will this sub-deal make armed conflict in the region more or less likely?
And that's it for this episode of Technality. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. We have tons more content coming your way, and I'll see you in the future.